afternoon, and welcome to Rosemary's World of Cannabis on 710 Radio. We got a special guest in the house today. We can't wait for y'all to find out who it is. We'll be back in just a moment whilst we get everything set up. It's now 2 minutes after the hour, so we'll be off at 1:02 Eastern Standard Time.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
And we're back. Guys, for those who can't hear us or see us on Facebook, we are Facebook Live. Matter of fact, we're going to share this on Facebook right now. We are sharing it, and it says, look who's talking now. Please click on that if you want to go ahead and catch both sides of it. Some of you are catching both sides right now via Facebook Live. So here we go. Today's subject matter is going to be, for some people, you might want to tell your young ones to leave the room because it's going to get deep. And this is a non-scripted show. My show has always been non-scripted, but today is really non-scripted for the fact is we're going to tell y'all how to stay your ass out of jail.
Exactly. And we can't wait.
There you go.
Rosemary, what's the magic word?
I'm going to let you tell the magic word.
The magic word is if you are about to be detained is say no mens rea and hush. Don't say another word because once you start talking about charges, you're admitting guilt.
Exactly. Exactly. No man's real. And a lot of people don't talk about it, but we are today. The simple fact is this. You have attorneys, lawyers, jails, and everybody else is getting paid because a lot of people don't know that. And I know I hear you Googling right now as we speak.
Yep, Google's on fire.
Yes, Google's on fire. I mean, that's just keeping it real. We know we both have a personal friend that got out of charges.
Yes.
In the state of North Carolina, matter of fact.
Yes, she did. She stood up for all of us. And I don't want to tell her story or reveal her name because I think I finally got her some media coverage. I found a reporter that actually wants to review her on this subject matter.
Oh, so we're going to keep that under wraps until everything else. And then guess what? When it does break, she going to break the story here herself live. If we even have to go down there and do it for her.
Exactly.
Yep. So we just going to leave that at that.
Yes. So no mens rea works. Now they're going to run from this because that puts you, the individual, in power. So they're going to run from you. Now I have watched some and listened to Thorne Peters a little bit.
Right.
And so I don't agree with everything that everybody says most of the time. But he is right, about a lot of the things he says. You have to have a guilty conscience for there to be a crime.
That is so true. That is so true. But it goes back to what I talked about early this week and the week before that, and anybody who's been following me on the show knows for a fact is how you gonna be in Washington D.C. can walk right down the street, go right around the corner to your friend Ray Ray house, and you can go get some bud. But you telling me here in South Carolina, you in North Carolina, that we can't have none.
Exactly. But the administration, that the regime that has taken over now, they're busting them in Washington D.C. now.
I seen that.
Have no mercy.
But this is the thing behind that, though. They're not following Rule 71, which we gonna talk about in depth next week.
Well, touch on it a little bit because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, D.C. has laws there where you can grow, you can give it away, but you can't sell it. And all those people that got arrested recently got arrested for not obeying the rules of the law in the District of Columbia. It ain't because they had it; it's because how they were doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to know the full story. And like I tell everybody, before you go to any state, please, please, please know the laws, because if you don't, you will be sporting civil bracelets.
Mm-hmm. And here's one thing about southern states.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Ooh, okay. Now, a lot of people don't want to touch on this, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
The Civil War happened. We can't get around it.
Oh no.
Okay. But a lot of these hard-headed states, they said, well, you know what, we'll go along with it because you're making us, but we're not going to be a full part of a republic or a federation. These southern states have their own constitutions, as all states do.
Right.
But these people, they act like they're their own country. And they still think that way. It feels like that mentality is there. That it's their own country. They don't have to listen to the United States. And they need to bend, they need to break. They're part of the United States. They got to stop it.
Yep. Why you think you got California that wants to secede from the country as it is?
Mm-hmm.
Because of just what you said right there. Because California politics and the rest of the country politics is not coinciding.
It don't line up at all.
Not at all as of now. And it hasn't been for several years. And then when they just passed recreational marijuana, that just made it official that we don't believe in the crap that you're saying. That we're going to live our lives. And for all the states that have passed medical and recreational bills, I personally tell you a thank you. It shows that you care for your citizens of each state that has done that. And Vermont is the latest one. I can't visit y'all though, damn, until the springtime. It's just too cold there. I'm sorry. This girl is a southerner to the heart. And I mean, that year I was in Denver, I almost froze my ass off. But the thing about Denver, you have more sunshine than you do in the state of Florida. So, yes you do. You have more days of sunlight there. So, but when it snows there in Denver, it doesn't stay that long. And that's where the problem is. It's more of a dry snow than a wet snow. We have wet snow here. They have a dry snow. So it's the cold temperatures, yeah, it's cold true enough, but it's not as bad. That's how I survived the winter there. Because the point of this, now don't get me twisted now. I did have to get a heavy jacket. No, a heavy coat, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do get some cold days there, but it still don't compare to the coldness here, believe it or not.
I can't believe that because this is humid.
Yes.
We have the perfect weather, and from Virginia, actually, all the way down to the Florida is perfect soil, perfect weather for our beloved plant, and it should be growing everywhere.
But this is the thing, where Florida's about to get real crazy. Now, they're having court right now as we speak. And for those who checked out my Facebook page, you'll see that they're in court about legal growth. So as soon as I get off the air today, we're going to check that out before we go any further. And if we had to come back live to let y'all know what happened, we
Exactly.
will. Because it's just that important. Because I'm watching that very, very important. Because I got a lot of family members that can help out so much. And so what I'm going to be doing is trying to get a flight or drive or whatever down there to help them get started.
Okay, well, y'all, Miss Rose is willing to go help them get started. Y'all do what you feel like you need to do if you feel led to. I'm just saying. So, now, and something, whenever she was talking about the home grow, the thing that's going on in court in Florida, whenever you call your representatives here, if that's the route you're choosing to go, then make sure you tell them that you want to grow your own medicine. And I'm going to stress this every time I get on this show. If you're calling your representative, be specific. Don't just call up there and be like, oh, I want medical cannabis, or I want recreational cannabis.
No, you have to, these people don't think on that level. You had to break it down to the knowledge to them and everything.
Yeah.
And
Do you know how many times I've been laughed at?
oh, child, boo. I guarantee you, I know, and then some.
Yes.
And then some. I mean,
They already don't take you serious, so you have to. I literally tell him whenever I have him on the phone, this is not Cheech and Chong. You're dealing with an individual who just happens to choose cannabis for a medicine that doesn't make me lazy or stupid or a dirty hippie. And if I was a dirty hippie, that's my choice.
exactly. But you know who I like to talk to?
Who?
Who's on my radar as of now? Stephen Colbert. I can't take another one of his pot jokes. I haven't got a chance to show it to you yet. I will show it to you off the air when we get off the air today, since we use my phone for podcasts. What he put up, it was funny. But then again, hey Stephen, we need medical cannabis here in South Carolina. This is especially for you, Stephen Colbert. Email Stephen Colbert and tell him to bring us on the show so we can educate him on cannabis.
Yes, so we will surely do it. We'll do a good job too. We will come prepared, slideshow presentations. We will break it down in the molecular level.
Matter of fact, his broadcast is in New York. Guess what? We got people down there in New York that will hook us up with everything we need.
Yep.
So guess what? Hey, New York.
Thank you.
Thank you, because we always say thank you ahead of time because we know Stephen Colbert is from South Carolina. So guess what, homeboy? We're knocking at your door. Hear that? There we go.
Yep, Steven.
We're talking about, you want to talk about cannabis? Let's talk. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break because I got to get me something to drink. And she just huffing and puffing away over here and I forgot me. So we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to discipline her real quick off air. You tuned to 710 Radio. Yes, you heard. This is not the Wake and Bake Show. This is Rosemary's World of Cannabis, and we keeping it real today. So we back. When we get back from the break, we're going to make sure nobody has hit us up anywhere on here. No, not yet. So we're going to give them a chance to figure out what's going on. Because I know they went to Google already. I don't know yet. Hang on, my drink is right there.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
And with that, it is now 16 minutes after the hour. If you didn't know who you're talking to yet, you got Elevated Ellen and Rosemary here from Rosemary's World of Cannabis. You're on 710 Radio. We're doing the show Rosemary's World of Cannabis today. I almost said the Wake and Bake with Miss Green's jeans. But you know what? I've been excuse the expression, I've been fucking up all week since Wednesday.
Hey, and you know what? We got all week to get it right. So.
But yeah, I posted up. Now this is what the stupid stuff was. I posted up on Wednesday, Friday Eve.
Yeah, you've been ready.
I was ready for the weekend. I'm telling you like this. Because I think about what you told me that you'd be here today, and I knew that, my Friday show is usually the only show I do on the Wake and Bake. And so I had all that, I'm up there bouncing in my chair and everything, and when I got off air, I'm like, oh shit,
here she comes. Yep. You saw the Facebook message. You like, she wasn't playing.
No, I was so. Just a minute, I was high. I was high.
It happens. I have to
But out of 5 years, that's the first time I ever done that. Out of 5 years of doing these shows, that was the first time I ever done that. And I'm admit it, I was high. I guess it was a moment.
Here.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good. I don't want to fuck up anymore. But back to Fudgy and Hine, guys. I don't know about y'all, but have y'all paid attention to the flag here in South Carolina?
I haven't. See, look, I'm her girl. I am her girl, and I didn't pay attention to.
Do you know we have 5 different flags, and they want to make it one? Our legislators, instead of talking to us about medical cannabis, they talking about a stupid piece of material that's a flag, saying that we don't have a unified flag. Y'all been flying this flag for how fucking long?
Right. Since the 1700s.
Yes. And now y'all want to talk about a flag now?
It should be said. Why can't you just have all 5?
South Carolina. I'm just gonna. Y'all see me shaking my head, right? It's only can happen in South Carolina, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. They rather, instead of talk about the benefits of cannabis and everything else, try getting people well, so people like Stan won't have to move out of the state of South Carolina to be well. They talking about a stupid flag.
It's okay, but it's what the citizens draw to people's attention too. Now, I have been to city council meetings, and they want to talk about license plate on golf carts. And
are you serious?
Yes, that golf carts in Albemarle, North Carolina, you will pay a road tax, and you will get a license tag.
Oh my God!
Yes, you will, because they have little gated communities around these lakes. And they're making all them little gated communities.
Oh my God! Now this is the things people don't understand that we go through here in the South. The dumbest shit that you can find on the planet to tax somebody on here in North and South Carolina, they do it.
People dying. And they're more worried about that.
But the in the Triangle area is where they process the marijuana for all those people that can actually legally smoke.
Like Jean Marlowe.
Exactly.
And let's not forget Effie.
Those people that can legally smoke. The processing center is in the Triangle region of North Carolina. Ironic, ain't it?
Yes, very ironic.
But I'm going to talk about ironic things. Did you check out the poll?
For North Carolina Women for Cannabis?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not going to say how I voted, but I voted probably in one of the least majorities because I believe that prohibition should be abolished. I mean, legal is one word, lawful is one word, but it should not even be a thing. But go ahead.
I'm glad you said that because last check, it's still, last time I checked, it was at 10 this morning, it was at 76% that people wanted it. And I'm not going to even go on the other perspectives because 76% still is a high number.
Yes.
But this goes back to HR 1227.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. and you know what Donald J. Trump said?
No.
What he said is this. He said fix it. He even said beforehand, whilst he was on the campaign trail, that medical cannabis was needed, that it had some sustainable value.
Yes, I've seen that.
Now, think about all this. I'm just saying what Trump said. Y'all know I'm not a fan of Trump, so don't start writing me saying I'm jumping on Trump. I'm not jumping. Yeah, I'm not jumping on Trump's dick by no means. I've seen what he wrote it, and I wouldn't dare if my life depended on it. But that's neither here nor there. The point of it is this. Damn, I lost train of thought because that shit was funny as hell.
HR 1227.
Yes,
Trump supports medical cannabis.
Yes. But this is the thing. By him having his resort in Mar-a-Lago, the super rich and famous that go and visit him down there, you know they already got medical cannabis down there. So, and all these millionaires that this done made down there in Florida so far.
Yeah, they're down there. Their wives are down there smoking and eating the edibles, and they probably got $1 million vape pens.
But hold on for a second. They can't technically smoke in Florida. It has to be vaping only.
Exactly. They got $1 million vape pens.
Yeah, them
They probably
diamond encrusted vape
Yeah,
pens.
my little vape pen is poor.
Diamond encrusted vape
Yeah.
pen. But if everybody know where I'm going with this, he already said no to offshore drilling in Florida. So do you think he gonna let Jeff Sessions come in and bust up everybody's stuff down there like that? And it's been billions of dollars spent in legislation and everything else down there, lobbying and the whole 9 yards, and they still fighting like dogs down there to get that problem right.
What is going on? I mean, what
Greed.
is going on? It's too
Greed.
much. There is enough for everybody. And this is something, that I've been felt like I needed to say to people.
Mhm.
There is enough on this earth for everybody. It is a form of control that our government has set up to make us slaves.
Mhm.
There really is enough for everybody because 3% of the population have 97% of the resources. They're just not
Exactly.
sharing.
Exactly. You hit the nail dead on the head with that. But this is what's gonna mess them up, though. Is this? You see what all going on in Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Georgia is really. Matter of fact, they got something going on down there in the at the lobby at the State House right now as we speak. They're really. When I say Georgia is dug in, Georgia.
Louisiana's coming along too. Jerry that I had on my live on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
He went to testify yesterday
Wow.
at Louisiana for medical cannabis.
So, but you gotta think about it. Think about he was talking about that story about that patient, that one guy that's locked up for 2 joints.
Oh,
That's
yes, that's
heartening.
crazy. That's crazy.
2 joints.
In the prison industrial complex, how dare you? How dare you privatize prisons? How dare you privatize hospitals? How dare you do that, United States government?
They did it, and that's what the problem wrong with Mr. Jeffrey Sessions. Here's the part is this: he sees Trump still making money. He sees all these other little cronies still making money. But guess what? Every state that legalized that's actually expunging people's records. Mr. Jeffrey Sessions is losing money, and he ain't liking that shit not one bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he wanted to turn back Obama stuff. That's why he's kicking all that hell, and that's why Trump stated what he did. But that's why Trump also want to get rid of Jeff Sessions, not behind the deal with Russia. He's messing with too much money
Yeah.
in the cannabis industry.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trump is not
CNN
stupid. Trump is a businessman before he is president.
There you go. CNN ain't gonna talk about it. Fox ain't gonna talk about it. ABC, NBC, CBS, none of them is gonna talk about it.
Mm-mm.
But that's why I'm glad me and you doing this live today, so we can talk about it, because I'm tired of being here on. Don't get me wrong, guys. When I say I'm tired, I don't mean I'm tired of doing the shows.
No, we
I'm
love
tired.
bringing information.
We love bringing information to you, but I'm tired of y'all not seeing the physical look on my face or her face or anybody else. Yeah, we laugh and joke and have fun, but at the end of the day, we're all serious. I have a personal friend of mine that's looking at moving out of state after hip surgery.
Yes,
That's bullshit.
it is. People don't have the money to move. And then whenever you go to some legal states, like the more popular legal states, it's too expensive to
Shit.
live.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this here, that rent is out fucking
Through the roof.
Man,
One
I'm gonna tell you like
bedroom
this here.
studio, $3,000.
Exactly. Exactly. I know exactly, because that's why I had to move. My rent was steady going up.
Mm-hmm.
Every 6 months they jacking up people rent.
And so whenever you go out there, if you're on disability, you then have to get a job in the cannabis industry so that you can afford your medicine and afford to live, because it's so high.
But let me go ahead and put that but in there. I always got to put a big one in
Mhm.
there. Not everybody can do that because how the laws are written.
Because you gotta be a resident.
Besides being a resident, you can't have no felonies.
That's something I do not understand, Rose. I'm glad you brought that up. Now look here, the ones that have the felonies, those are the ones who need a chance. And if there's so much cannabis, this is not cocaine. This is not a narcotic substance like that. This is something that is a constant renewable resource, so it's not going to run out. There's enough for everybody. I don't understand it, but I mean, these felons need jobs, and so if there's enough of it for everybody, they're not gonna steal it.
No, and those are the ones. The thing is this: the ones that you trying to stop from growing are some of the best growers it is.
What?
I'm sorry to say
I
it,
want
but
to give my boy Jeremy Quiller a shout out. He is not growing in North Carolina, but he has grown in Washington, and I'm talking about some pretty plants. I would like for you to be introduced to him. He's a vet too.
okay, I want to talk to him.
Yes.
So Jeremy, if you listening, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or better yet, let Ellen know, and we'll take care of that.
And Mr. Todd Stimson.
Todd is my boy, so he know he always is welcome here on any broadcast I'm at. I don't care where I'm at across the world. I could be over in China speaking Chinese. I got him.
Yes.
Todd is my boy. Todd's been my boy for some years. Even when he was on the lockdown, we still passed his word of unity.
Now, this is off the record. I'm not speaking on behalf of Norma in this situation.
All
but
right.
After he got out, I decided to have a cannabis activist day.
Okay.
And it was to give him and his family a dinner.
Right.
And on the certificate that I presented him with, it was pretty much, there's no greater love than a man that's willing to lay down his life for his friends. And whenever you meet somebody like Todd Stimson, who is willing to go to prison so that others can maybe have more of a right, or, he stood up. I mean,
Yes,
you
he
just
did.
don't find people that's willing to do that for you.
No, you don't. And if you don't know who Todd Stimson is, you need to Google that name as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do, you're going to be mad after you read the story.
Yes,
Because this
you
man
will.
went through hell and high water and back.
His family, I mean, the feds come in and stuck a gun in his 14-year-old daughter's face.
Mm-hmm.
That's so wrong. Sure, over
Yeah.
a plant.
Y'all heard me talk about them shows where, that no-knock warrant. They
Mhm.
come in and they personally, I think they, cause the family to have PTSD.
What? Yes.
Because you got to think about it. You got somebody, all you hear is a bam, 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 bam. Next thing you know, you motherfucker get on the ground, motherfucker. I mean, use all kind of language at you and your family.
That's defamation of character.
Exactly.
That's slandering.
Mhm.
That's against penal codes.
Oh, they do it.
I mean, it's there's something else. But I think that and a lot of people think I'm crazy for wanting to try to have an alliance with the police. But we've got to start somewhere, because I'm tired of seeing the police are people too.
Right? Matter of fact, while we speaking of that, I want to say, since this show is partly coming from Denver, Colorado, I need to send out my condolences to the officer that was shot last night there in Denver, Colorado. My prayers are for you and your family right now, because we just lost one here in York County, and we're still grieving over Detective Dowdy. Matter of fact, I got a chance to talk to him. He was one of the officers I actually got a chance to talk to about cannabis. So it really hurt my heart to find out it was him, and I hadn't really spoke out about it until today, because I mean, certain things need to stay in its place, and I didn't think at that time it was.
It's not a place and time. There's a place and time for everything.
And I think now that he's, been passed on to the
Yes.
Creator, and his family is still grieving, but he had an open mind about everything.
Yes, and I want people to understand that the cops are not against us. If you would go and talk to a cop, and I know it's brave, it's brazen, it's ballsy, but ask them, say, hey, sir, how do you feel about locking people up for a plant?
I know exactly. So,
How do you feel about locking people up for a plant?
and a lot of them don't want to.
Yeah, these cops do not want to lock somebody up because of a plant. And then I have heard some officers say that they were taking pain pills for their injuries while they were on the force, and locking people up for having pain pills, just not in the bottle with their name on it.
Oh.
How'd that make somebody feel?
Oh, damn. That I had never thought about that. And think about all the times now. That means they can take grandma and grandpa, for example, because I'm a senior citizen as now, and I have to think along those lines. The little pill bottle things that you can have in your purse. That means if you, say for instance, like in my situation, if I had to go somewhere, I take my pain pills with me, because God forbid I get in pain and I can't, medicate, but I got to stop this pain, so unfortunately I got to take them with me. And I keep them in that little thing, so now that means I got to put all my medications back in their damn bottles and put all that shit in my purse now, just because of what you said. Shit. Because you don't think about it, and I'm quite sure a lot of seniors don't.
It's against the law to be in the little pill container, so why are we selling the pill containers?
Exactly. You trying to set us up?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never heard of that before, so you teaching me something
Back
brand
in the
new.
day, whenever, I was doing my little thing that I'm
Right.
not too proud of. I remember they had these keychains with a little screw thing.
I know
And people
exactly
put
what you're
pills
talking about.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what you talking about? I mean, instead of I done seen so many people go to jail with the little pill case that they bought at Dollar General.
Wow. That is craziness.
Mm-hmm.
That is total craziness. So people know the laws because, hey, like I said, I learn something new every day, and I mean, I'm guilty of that. So believe me, after the show, everything will be going back in its bottle. I am not trying to go to jail because I tell anybody they have no such thing as possibility mattresses in jail.
No,
They don't.
no,
So-
they don't have vanilla French vanilla creamer and good lattes. You don't get to wear what you want to wear.
No.
Hair
no.
care and nail care out the window.
Oh man. No, I don't even want to talk about it, man. That's just a horrible discussion within itself.
Yes.
So no. We don't want to do none of that. So
No, and we do abide by the laws. I just want to go ahead and make that disclaimer. Rose and I abide by the laws. We use CBD products only.
yes, please put that up on the camera.
Okay, we use CBD products only. This is what I'm vaping today. It's from Cloudline. It's 200 milligrams. If it's your first time ordering them, put hemp 20 in the bar, and you'll get 20% off your first order. And this is CBD Daily Intensive Cream, topical for muscle and joints, 100% THC free. And I put some of this on my hands, and it works. I mean,
I told you.
immediately.
I told you.
And I'm talking about just a little bit.
So yes, I do use CBD products for those who don't, because
Yes.
there's times you just can't.
You have to have something for your pain.
You gotta have a backup plan because sometimes and when we gonna come back, y'all definitely want to be ready for this one. We gonna talk about getting your cannabis. Yeah, getting your cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah, I got your attention, didn't I?
Yep.
You're tuned to 710 Radio, Rosemary's World of Cannabis. We'll be back.
Are you feeling like a shadow of yourself? Is your mood on its way down? You could be suffering from low THC, also known as cannabinoid deficiency, caused by 77 years of government interference via prohibition. Do you live in a medical cannabis state or the District of Columbia? Are you over the age of 18 and seeking non-toxic natural health, well-being, and peace of mind? Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. After 10,000 years of recorded human use and 77 years of failed prohibition on the world's most extensively tested plant, the results are in. Cannabis has no known lethal dose and is arguably the safest and most comprehensive therapeutic substance known to man. Cannabis remained in the United States pharmacopoeia until 1941, and cannabinoids are currently patented by the federal government as an anti-inflammatory U.S. patent 6630507. Human brains have cannabinoid receptors. Cannabinoids are lubricants in the human body. Due to prohibition, our bodies have been denied essential lubrication. Imagine never changing or adding to the oil in your car. The use of cannabis for low THC may cause immediate relief, including a general feeling of well-being, chronic smiling or laughing, feelings of euphoria, increased creativity or clarity, a greater appreciation for music and art, the desire to dance, increased feelings of inspiration, compassion or unity, a need for truth and justice, or you may wake feeling more well-rested than usual. It's undetermined to know exactly how many symptoms the use of cannabis may alleviate because of federal prohibition. There were dozens identified in the 1909 Eli Lilly Pharmaceutical Handbook. Currently, over 80% of the population supports the right to use cannabis therapeutically, and 92% of its users have declared significant non-toxic relief. The most common side effects, which are usually mild to moderate and may fade or disappear completely over time, are dry mouth and drowsiness. Other more serious side effects can include growing and repairing brain cells and DNA, or improve vision, may prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, glaucoma, nausea, and suicide, may provide relief from autism, asthma, anorexia, arthritis, AIDS, cancer, Crohn's, depression, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, gout, IBS, insomnia, MS, migraine, pain, Parkinson's, PTSD, and spasticity. Use caution while driving or doing other physical activities until you know how cannabis affects you. May cause paranoia or nervousness, specifically caused by real-life government intervention in your quest for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in the USA. Ask your doctor if cannabis may be right for you. Brought to you as a public service announcement by the People's Plant, a campaign of conscience.
And we're back. We're still Facebook Live for those who want to see what we look like. Yeah, I look a hot mess today because I wasn't planning on it. Yeah, I do look a hot mess.
She thought her girl was playing.
Yeah, I thought you were playing. And next thing I know, I hear a knock on the door at 5 minutes after 11 o'clock, and here she is. I mean, I didn't even have my wig on, y'all. That's no lie. but we going to get back to that hand.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about how to get the cannabis.
Okay, we're going to talk about cannabis. And what I mean by that is, if you don't know and you haven't read, you better be careful if you're getting your cannabis from Colorado, because they finna go ahead and put chemicals on it to track it.
Yep.
And this is the thing. This is something I'm going to say to all my local people. Be careful. because you just heard me say they have a tracking system on it. And I'll tell you plainly, I'm gonna ask you where it came from. If you can't tell me the name and you don't know where it came from, I don't want it.
Exactly.
Bottom line. Because a lot of people still don't know what real cannabis is, what synthetic cannabis is, and also the basic was Reggie. What's the other name for Reggie? I don't forgot all
I
those.
can't even remember.
It's so many names, but we ain't gonna. I mean,
Brickweed,
bump.
Yeah. I'm out of gum.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't chew it. So out of luck. I mean, all those bad things. But the thing that you want to get, and I understand budget is a factor. Yeah. And we've been talking about different prices throughout the country, off air. And I'm gonna say it to y'all. I'm gonna say it to all y'all that's doing this thing on the down low. Y'all charging too much damn money across the line. Y'all are ridiculous.
Hurry up and come back quick from the trash can. Y'all need, they play. Y'all are playing.
Good Lord, we ain't gonna go into prices and details and all that stuff, but me and you talking off camera and offline, that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they think there's some kind of God or something.
Well, at least they can tell you what yours was.
Yeah.
I mean, now for that situation alone, I would pay the extra money. If you can actually tell me, and maybe this is a game show we could come up with. Do you know what the hell you finna sell?
Right.
If I hear one more person say loud.
Yeah. That's all. What's it loud with?
What's loud?
Yeah.
I can get loud.
Yeah.
You can get loud. So
Yeah.
what's loud?
Mm-hmm.
And that's been an on-running thing with me for years.
About 15, 20 years we've been here. I got that loud. All right, that gas.
Oh, I got that gas.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, let me tell you something about how that gas gonna be. Girl, that's some gas. That's some fire. Oh, that's that fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's that fire. I'm like, what? Yeah, speak English. You know what I'm gonna use behind that.
Yeah.
Speak English.
Can you please tell me the terpenes? And
The terpenes, if it has CBD, then
yeah.
and you would go to CBD and you be like,
Mhm. What's that?
what's that? What's that?
Yeah.
See, that's why instead of being on Facebook up there showing somebody shaking their ass, you need to be reading on my pages so
Right.
you'll know what CBD, the cannabinoid system, and all that other stuff,
CBGs
and all that stuff. You know, now we got a few intelligent ones out there.
Yes.
A
And
few.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Abner Brown. He's one of them.
Okay, we got a few, and we got some that's waking up, but I hate to say it, they look more like you.
Who? The smart ones?
Yes.
I know I look like a geek. I'm sorry.
I want to see more people that look like me that's educated. So that's why I be doing the things I do. I mean, I admit the reason I'm bringing that to a point is my wake and bake show.
And you are strong. I feel not sorry, but I feel for people who are darker than me because you're already a target, and then whenever you start speaking up, you're even more of a target. I mean, let's look at Tupac's mother, for example.
Ooh.
That
Exactly.
woman went through it. And
Yes,
you
she
talk
did.
about activist she was.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of people don't realize when we become activists, we put it all on the line. And when I say all, we even alienate our own family in some cases, especially in my case. I've got family members that won't talk to me as of now because of this.
Well, I have family members that are still on my Facebook just to see what I'm going to talk about next.
Oh, well, you know what? I know
Yeah.
I got a bunch of, and I'm going to call them just what they nosy motherfuckers. And, you know, they be talking shit about me, but at the same time, they be on it like, did you see what Rosemary did? But then again, they can't get off the page. I'm like, that's a delete button. Learn how to use it. You don't like what I'm doing? I mean, my daddy is grown and he's in Atlanta. He'll tell you first and foremost, don't like it, talk to her, don't talk to me.
Well, you know what? My parents, they're not they don't say do it and they don't say don't do it.
Mhm.
But my mother has seen that I'm on this, so she's getting supportive.
That's good. My dad, I was surprised when I finally told my dad what I do. I was really surprised about how much support I got out of him. I mean, I was literally floored.
It will floor you whenever your parents sit there and look at you and tell you, don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you stop. I mean, when the first time my dad told me that, because I was like, you know, it's trying to be, he said no. Because he had cancer, and he goes and he talks to people who have cancer.
Right.
And so he was seeing these people, and he was hearing their stories, and he was able to tell them through me what he learned. You can ingest cannabis, and you can live.
But I tell you what I love is, well, since we speaking about that, Kenna Crocker, her book, Microdosing. I'm not trying to push it, but I'm just saying that book. I finally finished reading the whole book, and I strongly recommend it. You know, I gave it a good recommendation, and I'm even recommending it now. So it's got to be a good book for me to start talking about it. The reason I'm talking about this book and what you just stated is that a lot of people are not educated about the plant, the process of the plant, why we got thrown into this tizzy. Because until 1941, cannabis was legal in the United States as a pharmaceutical product. It was sold on the shelves as medicine.
Yes.
And a lot of people to this day still don't know that. And there's no reason for them not to, through Google and everything. This book gives you the research where she went and researched that to everything. Even gives you the pictures of the stuff that you need to go ahead and start, you know, making your own products.
Very nice.
So that's why I'm on this book card. It's a short read. I think it's maybe about 45 pages or less.
Well, that's all you need to get started.
Exactly. So I strongly recommend it. It's on Amazon.com, and y'all can't tell me y'all don't use Amazon. Trust me.
Right. Yes.
So, and that's my store. I love Amazon. So,
and also, I know my treasurer might see this. Matthew, whenever you see this, can you please get NC Normal a donation bar in the Amazon gift bar whenever people pay? Thank you.
And also, could you add minorities medical marijuana on that also, please? Thank you. Because I would love to see both those organizations.
Yes. That we need those donation bars because whenever you make a purchase, you can you can round over the change, and if it's like $17.43, you can say $18 and donate so much to our causes, Minorities for Medical Marijuana and North Carolina Normal. So
there you have it. So you can't say you don't know. I know you probably got a topic that's burning because I see it in your face.
Lobbyists.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm madder than hell.
I want to know why you so mad because I can see it's all over your face. It's like, I'm ready for her to clear it. I'm ready for her to clear the flow. Go for it.
Because, okay, now I met a congressional candidate by the name of Willie Mae Ella, and I can't remember her last name, but she was vibrant. She came to our Raleigh meeting.
Okay.
And I, had researched how much lobbying would cost, and I came up with a number of $50,000.
Right.
Well, Miss Wendy was a lobbyist. And she straight told me that I needed $150,000 to hire somebody to go down there and talk to them people every day.
Say what?
I need $150,000 to hire somebody to go down there to talk to them more than, once a week. They do it like on a daily basis. $150,000 for them to already be talking to somebody about something and just mention me every day. Yeah. Yes. So I am madder than hell, and this is the only way they said that this is probably going to happen for medical cannabis to happen in North Carolina.
Minorities for Medical Marijuana, do me a favor. Tell me how much a lobbyist costs, please. I will be bringing that up in the meeting because that's ridiculous.
Now, you can in North Carolina. I don't know in South Carolina. I can even lobby for free because we're a non-for-profit.
Right.
Under North Carolina Normal. But I don't know the people that the lobbyist knows. So what do I have to do now? Do I have to move to Raleigh so that I can go to the Capitol building and not get paid to go to the Capitol building, to walk around the Capitol building from 9 to 5? So because that's what it's going to take if I do it myself.
Holy crap. I don't think so. It's got to be a better way around that. And my people here in South Carolina, you know who you are, Jill and Emily. Can y'all please answer on that? If y'all know anything about the lobbyists, I know y'all not watching it currently right now, but it'll fly through your feed. I'm gonna make sure of it because I'm sharing it on Minorities for Medical Marijuana page after we get done. I really want to know about that because I never looked into the lobbying thing because this is my format and right here, so I feel like this here. I will tag representatives or whoever I need into that so to go to their pages and stuff. Because I'm not able to walk around Columbia every day because that's a 45-minute drive one way. Plus the fact is, I currently don't have my handicap sticker, which I'm getting soon, but still, For right now, I have to pay for parking. It's $15 a day.
Plus, Rose's bad knee is her shifting knee.
Exactly.
In that little sports car she got out there.
Yeah,
she looks fly in it.
You see Black Kush sitting in the driveway. Yes, that's another subject we're gonna talk about. You know, things they don't tell you when they do a medical procedure. They don't tell your ass you can't use a stick shift for a while. I found that shit out the hard way. That's a whole nother show. But yeah, I mean, that's some craziness. $150,000. I know Lauren.
And that's for a cheap one, she said.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What do they do that we don't do?
I don't know. See, a lot of people think I'm crazy, but do you remember Charles Manson said money is a game? See, back in the 70s,
yeah, I remember
Charles Manson was kind of an activist himself, and a lot of people are probably like, "Oh no, she didn't go there."
Yeah,
yes, I did. Because how the hell you gonna lock up a man that didn't lay a finger on nobody for murder by proxy? He might have led them in the way of the wrong or whatever. But just because I'm doing something, I don't control Rose. Just because Rose is doing something, she don't control me. So really, the man knew what he was talking about when it came to our government and what they will do to you.
And he died in prison the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And everybody thought he was crazy, but the stuff he said that was gonna happen back in the 90s is coming to pass.
I'm gonna just leave that at that. But you got some valid points. Some very, very valid points.
And this is coming from somebody, I'm telling you, I'm not proud of my past. But I was at a party, it was actually at my house. A guy got hit in the head with in the back of the head with a big pipe wrench.
Ooh.
Okay? And I went down there to break up the fight.
Right.
I got charged too with attempted murder.
Damn.
And I broke up the damn fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have no rights. You are guilty until you're proven innocent. And I beat the charges. Okay? But still, it was 9 months of my life that I had to get in there every month, stay half the damn day. You know, I mean.
Wow, that is some serious craziness.
And it got so drug out that the boy that was supposed to be the victim, he got to where he was just walking out. And so that's how it got. He got tired of going himself. And I was like, why are you going to take papers out on somebody? Why you going?
Like I said, once again, ladies and gentlemen, know the law. Hey, I used to laugh at people. I used to laugh at back when I was growing up in Florida. I used to laugh at all the old men be like, "No, you don't do that because you can get X amount of years." Now I know why. And this was before Facebook, Google, everything else. To be honest, an honest citizen in the United States of America, you better know every law in every state you even thinking about going into because it can get you in big trouble.
You will be holding the matches for something you didn't even know was a crime.
Exactly. So be educated,
out.
people.
Yes, watch out. I'm telling you from experience.
Wow.
And so, yeah, and that was probably what really pushed me to be an activist, was that it had to do with the fact that I was falsely accused of something. And I won. And then they wouldn't give my stepdad medical cannabis in North Carolina because he wasn't an epileptic patient.
Oh, wow.
But he had stage 4 cancer. And he was given 3 days to 3 weeks to live with surgery.
Crap. That's craziness.
Yes.
That is total craziness.
So that's what pushed me into being the way I am. So yes, federal government, I'm making noise. I'm not meaning no disrespect, but I'm just trying to get your attention. Because you need to hear what we're saying.
Well, after a while you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I've been taking medication for multiple problems for over 25 years. And what really pushed me to the point where I'm at right now is when I found out that I had sleep apnea. I never had problems with sleep apnea, nothing like that before. And to come find out that tramadol caused my sleep apnea.
And you thought you were taking something that was safe.
Yeah, that was safe because they said by me using, because I tell my doctors at the VA all the time, yes, I use cannabis because that's the only way I can sleep. That's the only way I can get rid of my pain, etc., etc., etc. So they were saying, well, the tramadol is not addictive, which is a lie.
Right.
That it won't, you won't have any problems with it except for constipation. They listed everything, but they didn't list that.
Every side effect from a narcotic, it told you it wasn't a narcotic.
Right.
And what is it now?
Right.
A narcotic.
So knowing all that, that's what really got me mad, and to the point where I was having blackouts on 77 and wasn't remember where I was driving.
Sweetie, let me tell you, the VA be playing with people like that because my mother's ex-husband, he was a Vietnam veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I had never heard of no such thing. I thought that they made a 2 milligram Klonopin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he came back from the damn VA. They done gave him a 3 milligram Klonopin 6 times a day. Seroquel 500 milligrams once a day. What's the damn sleeping pill? Trazodone. They gave him like 400 milligrams.
What they trying to do? Get that old man a heart attack?
Yeah, they're trying to kill him.
Oh my God.
Yes, the VA is something else.
Honey.
Percocets.
Hashtag no brown bags.
Yes, and let me tell you what else they do. The federal government will mail these veterans all this bad shit.
Oh yeah.
For them. It will come in the FedEx and the UPS truck. But let your ass put some cannabis on
No.
one.
You hear that knock at the door. You have the man with the dog standing there looking at you like you crazy. Because matter of fact, this is the thing I don't understand, because I get my medication through the VA and they deliver it in my mailbox. So what is the difference from the VA? And also think about it. When we talk about the cannabis cigarettes. The cannabis cigarettes, how do they get them from the Triangle Point here in North Carolina to across the United States?
Really? Yes. Let's hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah, they're mailing it.
Exactly.
So,
Certified mail. They're signing for it.
but okay, let me or you do some dumb shit like that.
But hold on. Let me send you a little glass piece that ain't even got nothing in it, and watch what happens.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's it. They can wait a minute. Technically, they cannot bother with you about that. Not in South Carolina, anyway.
They can in North Carolina. It's
What the
paraphernalia.
hell?
It's paraphernalia, even if it ain't got nothing in it, because it could be sold in a shop that's a novelty shop.
Wait a minute. Now,
That's
an
how the law
oxymoron.
is written. That's how the law is written, that if it can be sold in a novelty shop or an adult shop, because it's considered a sex shop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That it can be anything that's sold in there can be against the law
Holy shit. Now,
if used in the wrong way.
now, wait a minute. Now, this
With
is
malicious intention or lustrous intention. Yes, people, they done got the Bible way out, and they done went through it
jeez.
backwards and forward and made it fit every which way they wanted it to for them.
see, and it. But this is the question I'm gonna ask you, because when I go to get my supplies for my pens or whatever the case may be, I can't get a good selection here in South Carolina because we only, well, at least in the part where I live at, we only got one shop that I know of in South Carolina, and 9 times out of 10 when I go asking for what I need,
They don't have
they'll never have it. So guess what I got to do? I got to take that 25-minute drive down to Charlotte, and I can get whatever I want, but I can get stopped at the state line for having paraphernalia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit. They trying to.
They would take your 1.25s. Yeah, that's paraphernalia, baby. You don't even have to have the bag with you. They just want fucks with you. They can just fucks with you like that in North Carolina.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they can take you to jail for having 1.5s, a pack
Now
of
check
ties,
this out.
a
This is.
swisher. They can take you to jail for having a swisher. I've heard it.
Oh, now check this out. Now this is what the craziness was, and this is no joke. Y'all know I like to play games. Okay, I'm a gamer. I like to go to the different sweepstakes. I went to one of the sweepstakes there in Charlotte. Matter of fact, it was at Stars. I'll go ahead and give them credit. Stars on South Boulevard. And I forgot I had my CBD wraps in my purse. They have a off-duty police officer there for security. I forgot they was in there until I opened up my purse, and they were sitting right there. Yeah, so you can understand why the look on my face. And he said, "Oh, you cool? I ain't worried about you like that. I'm not looking for that." I'm like, and I was wondering why he said what he did.
Because this is why. Okay, now I've been asking the police, and I have run across. We've both run across wonderful officers.
Yes, we do.
And here's what they are telling me: that if somebody just say somebody gets mad at me, and don't y'all get any motherfucking
No, please don't.
Don't y'all get no ideas.
Please don't.
And you call and you say, well, such and such, they have cannabis in their house, and you have to get it out because I think they're a detriment to society or whatever. You just call the police, tell them. Okay, because it's on record, because a little lady done picked up the phone and had to write down what you said, now they are obligated by law to go and look into this, because it's a drug report, because we have a drug war, you know, that piece of thing. Yeah, so this is how North Carolina done went with it. So if you're recorded, they have to look in it. So that's what he meant is I'm not looking for that because they have to be looking. Somebody has to tell them to look. So unless he's told to look for it, he don't have to look for it.
Holy shit.
Unless his superiors, just like you were in the Army, Rose.
Yeah.
Just like your superior said, his superior didn't tell him to look for it, so that's out of his scope of practice.
Right. Wow. Hey guys, I don't know about this, but we gonna have, Elevated Ellen. This is her Thursday, and every Thursday, regardless if we're here or there, she's gonna be on with us live. So this is the Rose and Elevated Ellen hour.
Elevated Ellen.
Try to get that out. Well, we're gonna get ready to close because it's like 54 minutes or 57 minutes after the hour. We're gonna be 2 minutes late getting off, so no whoop. But hey, Ellen, I want them to be able to reach you. How can they reach out to you and follow you and check out your podcast?
Well, Rose is my podcast, but I go live a couple times a week on Facebook. It's Ellen, ELLEN, Nikki, NIKKI, Worth, WIRTH, Lambert, LAMBERT on Facebook. Or you can find out more about North Carolina medical cannabis laws and be a part of the revolution at www.ncnorml.org.
And y'all know how y'all can reach me. Y'all can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, under Miss Green Jeans. Y'all know how to spell it. Just make sure when you're on Twitter, you add that number 1, because if you don't, you're going to go to my old page and I ain't going to be able to respond. Also, you can hit me up on my personal page, Rosemary James Wallace, on Facebook. So, also, for those who want to email me, I do have an email. That's MissGreenJeans@Outlook.com. Once again, MissGreenJeans@Outlook.com. If you want to also sponsor us on either show, the Wake and Bake Show or Rosemary's World of Cannabis, please email us.
Yes, we have some offers. We will give you a flat fee that you can afford, especially if you're a startup business. We'll make some advertising affordable to you.
Exactly, and it'll be on this podcast.
And if you send us some of this,
or if you're a vape company, I'm looking for vapes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking for vapes to review live on the show that me and Nikki can. I'm gonna just go ahead and say Nikki because we are not. This is what scares me with your name, Ellen, is that we'll have Ellen DeGeneres after us.
Listen, this is the reason why I do it, Rose, because Facebook got mad at me. Somebody reported me about my cannabis activities on Facebook.
Are you serious?
And they told me that I had used my real name. They said they was going to take away my Facebook account if I didn't put my real name, my first and last name up there.
So I guess you technically are covered because you are Elevated Ellen and that is your name. So I just wanted to put that out on air that I was really, every time I seen you put that up, I was like, oh God, she's going to have Ellen DeGeneres up her ass. But if Facebook is saying for you to use your real name, and that's your God-given name by your mother, ain't nothing. Hey, Ellen, I love you to death, and that's why we ain't trying to get sued by your ass.
Yes, but that's my real name.
Okay, so I just, that's why I had to ask because
Facebook said we shutting you down. You
wow.
can't use Nikki because my name is Ellen Nicole.
This is the last thing because we got like 3 minutes left, and we already told everybody how to reach us. Hey, by the way, hi Rick. You know I love you.
Okay.
And I got to put this out. Thank Rick for letting me do what I do every day. Tuesdays and Thursdays we do talk on next Tuesday. It's gonna be the 31st. It's gonna be how it feels to be free, and we're gonna have a special guest on that day. You're gonna definitely want to tune in for that show on next Tuesday, the 31st, and on February 6th on a Tuesday. Speak Life, yes. We had a miscommunication problem, guys. That's what happened. She got the date down. I got the date down, so she will be on February 6th. Those are Tuesday dates. Thursdays is Elevated Ellen days. We elevate y'all to the next level with conversation, comedy, and craziness.
Mm-hmm. So y'all know how to check us out. We give everybody so much love. We appreciate everyone who helps us along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we look forward to educating and entertaining each of you. And we invite you to be a part of us. The more the merrier.
Yes,
Come
indeed.
on.
Please share. I know y'all mad because we ain't smoking and joking, but we in South Carolina.
We ain't legal states.
Until we can find a legal vape company here in South Carolina and that can sponsor our CBD products and sponsor us on CBDs, you will see us smoking. But until then, that ain't happening, Captain.
Right? We're sorry.
We're sorry. Now, once we get relocated to another state,
or enough of us stand up with our no man's RIA.
Exactly.
Then it will be abolished.
There you go. Good job, girl. I have to practice saying that because I know with me and my southernness It just ain't gonna happen like that.
It's
So
okay.
we gonna get there with that. That no man's real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it. No man's real. All right, guys, we love you, and it is 59 minutes after the hour. Facebook, bye. I know y'all gonna tear us up, so bye, y'all.
Bye.
Smooches. Hey, guys, we gonna end the show like this here. From the Rocky Mountain tops of Denver, Colorado, all the way down to this nasty ass clay in Rock Hill, South Carolina. You have now been informed and educated. From me and Nikki, Ellen.
Later, baby. Stay hempy and happy and healthy.
And y'all know what we say in the West. Smoking one, son. We'll see y'all next Thursday with Ellen. Now myself, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Get ready to wake and bake, y'all. We're out.